Why don't we begin, Jeanne?
Great, great. Madam Chairwoman, I'm very honored to be here today on behalf of Internews, an international nonprofit dedicated to empowering local news all around the world. We do this because we believe that everyone, everywhere deserves to have the information they need to make good choices for their families, participate in their communities, and hold their governments to account. Unfortunately, our mission is facing a crisis, and I'll start with a devastating number, 13%. Only 13% of the world's population lives in a country deemed to have a free press. The causes of this crisis are multitude. Authoritarian regimes are directly restricting access to many, many people. Intimidations and attacks are making it harder for journalists to do their jobs. The rise of malign actors has made misinformation all the more pernicious around the world. And finally, the market realities of the media industry make local news almost untenable. And what this means on the ground is, in the countries that we work, that in places like Mexico and Guatemala, violence against journalists from criminal groups is equivalent to them working in a war zone. In Burma, hate speech has directly contributed to the genocide of the Rohingya people. And all over the world, from Cameroon to India, direct government censorship has taken a new path in completely shutting down the internet so people lose all access to information. The need for action is urgent. And with support of the U.S. Agency for International Development and Department of State, we at Internews are taking action. We're building the capacity of partners in these countries, local media, content producers, digital activists, to fight these trends, because we need together protect this incredibly valuable resource of trusted local information. I'd like to share several strategies that work. First, focusing on inclusion really works to build trust. People need to know that their news reflects them and their community. And we particularly are emphasizing women. Speaking of women's empowerment, we think it's critically important for women to be seen, heard, and listened to in the media. And unfortunately, only 24% of the people that you see, read about, or hear are women in the news, and that must change. Second, we believe that there is progress is possible in this space, and we're seeing advances in freedom of expression, particularly in places like Liberia, where the government recently passed a very hard-fought media law to decriminalize libel. Third, in order to survive volatile markets, we really need to strengthen the business skills of our partners. We want local news to thrive around the world, like our partner in Montenegro, whose online advertising revenues grew fourfold following a simple support and consultancy on improving their digital advertising systems. Finally, investing in critical thinking can make a real difference. In Ukraine, a combination of fact-checking sites, contests, and integrating media literacy into social science curricula has resulted in a 16% year-over-year increase in Ukrainians' ability to spot fake news. The bottom line at Internews, we believe the most important tool for combating fake news is to invest in real news, and we've seen an impact. Last year I visited Kabul, Afghanistan, where Internews has been working with USAID support since 2002. When we first arrived, Afghanistan was a near information desert with only one creaky state-run radio station functioning. We worked with communities that had never experienced their own media. We found media enthusiasts and helped them set up a whole new network of radio stations and television stations that now reach all 34 provinces of Afghanistan. 17 of these stations are women-led, and I am so proud of our ability to support the brave and courageous Afghan women journalists. Because of the hard work of Afghan's homegrown journalists, media has become the second most trusted institution in that country, and support to media is one of the great successes of the foreign aid program in Afghanistan. This kind of change doesn't happen overnight, and it's only possible through deep partnership with USAID, the Department of State, and legislators like you on this committee. I urge you to include language in the committee's fiscal year 2020 report to continue supporting independent media and internet freedom programs around the world. Thank you.